The Galactic Military Academy's examination hall fell silent as Professor Zelthon, a distinguished Valerian strategist with 3 centuries of teaching experience, posed the final question to the human exchange student. Cadet Richardson, the professor's translator device crackled, "You have 60 seconds to outline siege warfare tactics applicable to a fortified position on a low-gravity moon." Staff Sergeant Marcus Richardson stood at attention, his human frame noticeably smaller than most species present. The other cadets, towering Kryn warriors, crystalline shard tacticians, and amphibious Quellan officers, watched with barely concealed amusement. Humans had only joined the Galactic Council 15 standard years ago. What could this newcomer species possibly contribute to military doctrine that hadn't been perfected over millennia? "Sir," Richardson replied calmly, "I need clarification. Do you want ancient, modern, or classified tactics?" A ripple of confusion spread through the amphitheater. Professor Zelthon's sensory stalks twitched with irritation. "Explain your question, Cadet." "Well, sir, humanity has approximately 5,000 years of documented siege warfare. Our ancient tactics include the Roman circumvallation, Macedonian siege towers, Mongol psychological warfare, and medieval trebuchet mathematics. Modern era would cover Napoleon's artillery concentrations, World War I trench warfare adaptations, and 20th century combined arms doctrine." Richardson paused. "Classified would be everything we've developed since achieving faster-than-light travel." The examination hall erupted in chittering, buzzing, and vocalized disbelief. 5,000 years? Most species developed space travel within centuries of discovering metallurgy. The Kryn, considered the most martial race in the Council, had merely 2,000 years of military history before achieving interstellar capability. Professor Zelthon raised a manipulator for silence. His translator carried a note of genuine curiosity. "Ancient tactics, if you please. I find myself intrigued." Richardson nodded. "For a low-gravity fortified position, I'd adapt the siege of Masada combined with Vauban's principles. First, construct a massive ramp using local regolith. Low gravity makes moving material easier. Simultaneously, dig approach trenches in a zigzag pattern to prevent enfilade fire. Use directed energy weapons to create a sustained bombardment pattern that forces defenders to deplete life support by sealing breaches. Employ rotating shifts to maintain pressure while your troops rest. Humans call it operational tempo. Meanwhile, infiltration teams exploit the lower gravity to approach from unexpected vertical angles. Finally, offer honorable terms before the final assault. Humans learned that preserving enemy infrastructure and lives makes occupation easier." The silence that followed was profound. A Kryn officer raised a clawed appendage. "Your species has tactics for scenarios you'd never encountered?" "Sir, humans have tactics for fighting in environments we'd never visited, against enemies we'd never met, using weapons that didn't exist yet." Richardson's expression remained neutral. "We've been practicing warfare on ourselves for so long that we developed contingencies for every possible contingency." Professor Zelthon's translator emitted something that might have been a sigh. "Cadet Richardson, you receive top marks. And a recommendation that the Council review humanity's admission to the Warfare Convention protocols." As Richardson returned to his seat, a Quellan cadet whispered, "What are the classified tactics like?" The human's smile didn't reach his eyes. "Be grateful that humans and your species are allies.